Hey guys, it's Pineapple, and although I hate promoting myself, I do love my students and I love coaching in Halo. I wanted to provide this gameplay analysis where we looked at one of the game types and maps in Halo because I'm making a generic intro. Enjoy the gameplay. What I'm doing, and so off the spawn here, as I've talked about before, I'm trying to get down bottom mid. I want to get the heat wave, which I forget to grab, and then make space so that we can have the C control, and then we can play back for OS. Off the spawn here, we're still playing for OS, so I'm trying to look at OS. I'm trying to assist Spazzy Rando there, but because we don't have it, we don't have control, I'm not going to run at this thing just yet. I'm trying to hold this A window so that we can pinch this out. Nova takes a great flank there to help clean those guys up. Now I've got the OS. We're going to continue to push this out, and now the call out is we got to push onto hill. For some reason, they never got any of this hill time. Unfortunate for them. But now we're going to push out. I've got the OS, so I'm going to try to lead the charge here because I can take more damage. I don't see that guy underneath me. And sadly, Nova gets cleaned up off of a spawn because we had a split spawn there. When we got OS, some of us went C, some of us went A, which is forcing the game then to split up where their spawns are. They got to spawn them in somewhere. So some got back tower, some got where they were on hill already. I talked to the team that at this point we were kind of running onesie twosies out here into the hill. Those two guys out on C bridge and nest, they should actually be sitting back a little bit more to get us in a spawn, get some shots on the hill guy, get some shots on the guys who are trying to get control of the map, but not engaging in those fights yet because it's a 2v4 that you don't want to get into a 2v4. We're making kind of a delayed push here, which is actually what gets Rhino killed as he's pushing in. He pushed in too soon, and then Spazzy and I are trying to push in, but not as quickly, and then their top tower guy just cleans us up. Spazzy gets a nice double kill here and ends up killing 3 of them, but sadly they're still spawning there because what you'll notice is they had control of that, and they were getting killed slowly, and so they're still gonna spawn relative to them. So they're getting a nest spawn, they're getting a back B spawn, whereas we don't have control over anything, and so we are being forced to spawn back A. So once we've killed them, they're back in the fight quicker than us, and they're able to come kill Spazzy up, and now we're just kind of full sending it at the hill here. I'm jumping in at this hill an awful lot, which if you see, I keep spawning in, I keep dying because I'm running out of things to talk about in my death screen. I need to be taking a better angle there. If I've got people fighting on the hill that are in a position that they can score, if I stay back on nest or I drop back mud so I can establish that spawn for us, if I can establish a line of sight or some sort of a lane that we're shutting down, that would be a better that'd be better for me as a teammate than to just keep jumping at it and dying. You can see up here on top tower, I throw a terrible nade. On top tower, I'm scanning back and forth. I'm using my ears to hear this guy. But top tower, I'm looking at the nest guy, or not nest, I'm looking at turbine, I'm looking at top mid, and then I drop down so I can help my guy. I'd use that drop wall to create some space there that I can make sure that they're not getting this, and then we score this out. But I'm using that cover there. If you see, I'm putting myself in the corner that's gonna pull him all the way out instead of him being able to just look at Kedor. If I go back there just 1 second. What I should have done here is just dropped back, not engaged on this. Nova died. I don't have help here, but if you see in this corner, I'm now stuck. You see in this corner, if he's looking at that Kedor because he thinks that that's my escape route. I'm over here. In order for him to see me, he's got to either come out of the door or walk all the way over here. He's got no cover. Now I've got OS, so I'm making myself harder to kill here. I've talked about taking the best out of a bad situation. I shouldn't have been there in the first whole entire lane. But understand those little routes that you can take, or those little cubbies that you can get into, pushing in the big door, to at least make the best out of a worse situation. I'm trying to put shots on. You can see this angle here. I'm not playing for this hill necessarily. I'm playing to make sure that we keep this position. That guy gets a nice flank on me. OS is up, and we're not playing for it. But you can see, instead of when they push us out of the hill, instead of me jumping on that hill, I'm trying to take an angle back to continue to create space for our team, or at least hold that space while they make those flanks. Unfortunately, I got beat down in the back. Now I know that they're pushing this hill. I've got people in dummies, so instead of funneling all of their shots here so that the only thing that they have to look at is tower and sneaky. You see this angle here. There's not a lot of correction that you need to make when you're making these things. I mean, these are almost just simple strafes that you could make just to correct your aim as someone's pushing you. So that's why I'm top mid. I'm gonna go sandbags. I'm not gonna let you just look straight and only have to worry about the 90 degrees in front of you. I want you to have to look around all the way. And so I get this flank. I drop down, and you'll see again. I'm dropping into this little corner here. It ends up not being a very good play just because I forced this too much, and I'm gonna die. But the idea of going around them so that you shoot them in the back, I'm not sure. My team could have pushed there a little bit quicker, but you can see when I dropped down there, I'm sitting in this corner, so he can't see me, and I can get these other shots over here. I end up getting the first guy, and then I die. They're still scoring, and we're not able to get on this hill. Oh, that was the good death on Nova. We had to go back and look at that. His nade came back and killed him. Spawn on B. I'm running at this hill. I want to get off B. I don't want our teammates. I see that I've got Nova dead. I see that I got Spazzy dead. I need to know it's my responsibility to get the hell off of that spawn that I'm at, because it's so far away from the hill. If I can get up into sandbags, if I can get into A, I will get my teammates that spawn there. And a lot of times guys are slow off the spawn that we're getting those bad spawns. You'll now see I got a teammate spawning in A. Where's Spazzy gonna spawn? He should spawn in A. Just 1 second here. Spazzy spawned. Spazzy spawned in A. If I would have sat back on B or gone bottom mid, we probably would have had a far away spawn still. But instead, I'm able to push up and help my team out there. You'll see this angle here. I know that someone called out there was a guy Kedor. It's probably my teammate who's standing right next to me, or the guy who's dead. I'm gonna take this fight with screens in the way. I'm gonna make that guy either come back over here, in which case I'm sliding forward to fight this guy, or if he comes forward, I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna use this wall and my strafe to make sure that I can fight someone else and be offensive with them and be defensive with this guy, so he's out of this fight. Then we just clean him up, which is great. But again, look, I'm on the back of this hill, as I talked about earlier. I'm sitting on the backside to get cover. I'm looking for those flanks. I got a guy up on sandbags. I'm now looking at Kedor because I don't want this guy to flank me. Watch this play from Spazzy. He's playing off this Kedor right now, and instead of challenging this guy and trying to just trade the pummel, he's gonna go backwards. He's gonna walk back. He's gonna pull that guy out of Kedor. We get the call out. We're gonna flip. He's engaged with this guy. Instead of taking that engagement and dying, he's gonna try to stay alive. He gets back into that corner, and in that corner, as I've talked about before, that guy has to come all the way out of Kedor to come shoot him. If you've got good comms on your team and your team is picking up these calls, you're looking for this kill already, and by the time he gets out there to shoot your teammate, he's dead. I'm forcing all of these. Oh my god. I don't know if that clip could have gotten any worse. If you I'm one shot making a push by myself. I go up top tower where I already have a teammate, who, by the way, was the guy pushing with me. He got there before me. Good for you, Spazzy. I push out half shields by myself onto the overshield. That's strike number 3. I throw just a random grenade just to be cheeky. I need to use more defensive nades. There's another tip for you. Use more defensive nades instead of just trying to predict things. Use it for the guys who are chasing or the guys that you know are going to be in a spot, instead of just throwing it just in case. I haven't fired my BR once, but I'm now back down to half shields. Now I'm no shields. I'm challenging. I picked up a sniper. I have no reticle placement whatsoever, and then I die. But how I could have played that one differently, as I look at that, I get this back mud spawn. I talked about it before. Take the angle that's going to help your teammates. Fight off of this box. If someone's going to jump up into hill, you can potentially see them. You're going to see the guys out on in big door there. Get up on this box. You're going to see all of them, and help my guy on nest have an escape route, help my guy on nest be able to push, and then from here, wait for my other teammates to come in, because once my other teammates are there, then we can make a push all together. Instead, I'm forcing this by running out into the open. I check this angle. I don't check B pillars at all. I don't know if there's a guy, sitting right here. Instead, I run all the way out. I get one, but I'm not aware that there's another guy on this hill already, and so I'm not aware that I'm about to get shot in the back. If that guy is not on my back, this could be a good play where I'm able to play off of that position, and then I'm putting shots in this guy over here. But instead, I force this play, and I'm forcing 3-4-3 to let some desync play in my favor so I can get that kill and make up for it. If not, they got 2 alive on that hill, and that's no bueno for us. We have nobody on the team. As you look at this, we have nobody taking some sort of a consistent angle, like back here on these boxes or up in nest, that is able to put a consistent amount of shots on everybody so that we can establish some sort of setup. We're all just running in, reacting to callouts, and we're just playing from our back heels, and that's not a good thing. We're having to play way too scrappy here. But again, they're getting a split spawn on us because no one's blocking this A spawn. And instead of trying to just block that A spawn, we should be trying to push out C, get nest, get back tower, have that consistent route there. So what I'm saying, so everyone understands, is on this back mud side, if you spawn in, you can take an angle like on this box, and your job is to look at that door and be pillars and help get a line of sight here so that we have some sort of consistency. And you also anchor down this spawn. When someone spawns in, if we can get some sort of a tower guy, so he's able to watch the guy who's going to be sitting in dark side and top mid and all of this, then the guy back mud is able to push up to nest. And if you have nest and C tower, guy in hill, last guy kind of roaming, either roaming or B pillars, or back beast, concrete, somewhere like that, the last guy can take a weird angle like that he can get shots in people's back. But if you've got C tower, if you've got mud, you're going to consistently spawn over in those sides. And then when the next hill comes up, 1, we would have won there, and 2, we're already ready for this hill. And that's especially in lower lobbies. No one is thinking like that. No one is thinking, how do I take an angle that is going to benefit my team, 1, for spawns, and 2, for denying the enemy team free roam of the map. It happens on streets a lot, where people aren't able to control the center. And it doesn't mean standing in the center. It means if anyone's running through the center, they don't just get there free. They take shots. They're going into the next fight weak. Same thing on recharge. If you've got someone on glass, if you've got someone on A ledger control, even on like a grapple shot or a C plat, their job is to look across so that someone can't just cross different parts of the map without taking shots. And what you'll see when we're watching this gameplay is that that's not happening. There's a couple times I'm trying to do it, but I'm not even consistently doing it. Trying to deny them access to different parts of the map. And so like right here, I'm playing off a top tower. You'll see me scanning back and forth. I'm watching nest. I don't want that guy to push. If I don't see someone pushing there and I'm hearing shots somewhere else, I'm looking. The only other 2 places they're going to come from is dummy and top mid. And now we're going to rotate this guy out, and I'm put shots on that guy. He's not going to challenge. Now I'm looking for that nest. I killed them on dummy side. They should be spawning on B side now.
Hey guys, it's Pineapple. Thank you for watching this gameplay and map review. I host weekly coaching sessions in my Discord for subscribers. We go over game types, maps, and the basics of Halo to improve your gameplay. My coaching is tailored towards those below Onyx looking to improve at the individual and team level. All my links are in my bio, and I hope to see you there.